Hey everyone, it's Your Name and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's pretty heavy but also incredibly important. The fastest collapsing cities in Canada leading into 2025. Think shrinking populations, struggling economies, job losses, things that can really impact the overall well-being of a city and its residents. Over the next few minutes we'll be taking a hard look at 10 Canadian cities that are facing some serious challenges. We'll explore the reasons behind their decline, the potential consequences, and what the future might hold for these urban centers. Make sure you stick around until the end because we'll also be discussing some potential solutions and glimmers of hope for these struggling communities. Let's kick things off with Windsor, Ontario. Windsor has always been tied to the automotive industry, but in recent years, the auto industry has struggled, and so has Windsor. Factory closures and layoffs have led to high unemployment rates. At its peak, Windsor's unemployment rate hit 15%. Nearly 1 in 6 people were out of work. This has a ripple effect throughout the city. Less money to spend hurts local businesses. Property values plummet, making it hard for homeowners. Windsor has struggled to diversify its economy. Relying on a single industry is risky and can be devastating. Windsor has a rich history, a beautiful waterfront, and amazing people. Next up, we're heading north to Sudbury, Ontario. Sudbury might be known for its nickel mining history and its giant nickel landmark, but these days, it's facing skyrocketing real estate prices. The city has attracted new residents and businesses, driving up housing demand and prices. Average home prices have more than doubled in the past decade. This makes it hard for young people and families to buy a home, forcing many to rent or leave Sudbury. Rising housing costs have also affected the rental market, making it hard for renters to find affordable places. This strains everyone, from students and young professionals to seniors on fixed incomes. This issue is particularly concerning in a city like Sudbury, which has a significant Indigenous population. Many Indigenous families have lived in the area for generations, but the rising cost of living is making it difficult for them to stay. Sudbury needs to address this issue before it's too late. Our next stop takes us to Thunder Bay, Ontario, a city known for its stunning natural beauty and its location on the shores of Lake Superior. But beneath the surface, Thunder Bay is grappling with a serious problem: crumbling infrastructure. We're talking about roads riddled with potholes, bridges in desperate need of repair, and outdated water and sewer systems that are prone to leaks and failures. These issues might not be as glamorous as sky-high real estate prices or flashy new developments, but they have a very real impact on the daily lives of residents. Think about it. Potholes can damage your car, leading to costly repairs. A crumbling bridge can cause traffic nightmares and even pose safety hazards. And outdated water systems can lead to water quality issues and even boil water advisories. Years of underfunding and neglect have taken their toll, leaving the city with a massive infrastructure deficit. This puts Thunder Bay in a tough spot. It needs to invest heavily in repairs and upgrades to ensure the safety and well-being of its residents. Let's shift gears now and head east to St. John, New Brunswick. St. John is Canada's oldest incorporated city, boasting a rich history and a beautiful harbor. But in recent decades, St. John has struggled to keep pace with other Canadian cities, and one of the biggest challenges it faces is a lack of economic opportunities. For years, St. John's economy was heavily reliant on traditional industries like shipbuilding and manufacturing. But as these industries have declined, the city has struggled to attract new businesses and create high-paying jobs. This lack of opportunity has had a devastating impact on St. John's population. Young people, in particular, are leaving the city in droves, seeking better job prospects and a brighter future elsewhere. The city has been making efforts to diversify its economy, focusing on sectors like tourism, technology, and renewable energy. Our next stop takes us to Sarnia, Ontario, a city located on the border of Michigan. Sarnia is often referred to as Chemical Valley due to its high concentration of petrochemical plants and refineries. While this industry has provided jobs and economic activity for decades, it's also made Sarnia vulnerable to the ups and downs of the global energy market. In recent years, as the world has shifted towards renewable energy sources and away from fossil fuels, Sarnia's economy has taken a hit. This reliance on a single industry has left Sarnia's economy fragile. When the energy sector is booming, Sarnia benefits. But when oil prices drop or demand for petrochemicals declines, the city feels the pain. Sarnia is aware of this challenge and has been making efforts to diversify its economy. The city is investing in renewable energy projects, exploring opportunities in the biochemical sector, and trying to attract new industries to the region. Our journey now takes us to Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, a place known for its stunning natural beauty, its rich Celtic culture, and its warm hospitality. But behind the postcard-perfect scenery, Cape Breton is facing a demographic crisis. For decades, Cape Breton has been grappling with population decline. Young people are leaving the island in search of better job opportunities and a more urban lifestyle, leaving behind an aging population and a shrinking tax base. This trend has had a devastating impact on many rural communities in Cape Breton. Schools and businesses have closed, houses stand empty, and some villages have become virtual ghost towns. Cape Breton is home to a resilient and resourceful community that's determined to preserve its way of life. Chapter 7. Prince George. Can this northern city survive the exodus? We're heading back west now to Prince George, British Columbia, the largest city in northern BC. Prince George is a hub for forestry, mining, and transportation, but it's facing a challenge that's all too familiar in this video. Businesses packing up and leaving for greener pastures. In recent years, Prince George has seen a number of businesses, particularly in the forestry sector, close their doors or relocate to other parts of the province. This has resulted in job losses, a decline in economic activity, and a sense of uncertainty about the future. The rising cost of doing business in BC, combined with a shortage of skilled labor in Prince George, has made it difficult for some businesses to remain competitive. Additionally, changes in government policy, such as the introduction of a new speculation tax on real estate, have made some businesses hesitant to invest in Prince George. Prince George is at a crossroads. Our next stop takes us to Moncton, New Brunswick, a city that's often touted as one of the best places to live in Atlantic Canada. And while Moncton has a lot to offer, it's facing a challenge that's all too common in smaller cities: brain drain. Despite its many positives, Moncton is struggling to hold on to its young talent. Many young people are leaving the city after graduation, drawn to the bright lights and greater job opportunities of larger cities like Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. This brain drain is a major concern for Moncton because it deprives the city of its most valuable asset, its young people. Young people bring fresh ideas, entrepreneurial spirit, and a willingness to take risks, all of which are essential for economic growth and innovation. Moncton needs to find a way to reverse this trend if it wants to remain competitive and prosperous. Let's head back east now to St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada's easternmost city. Known for its colorful houses, lively music scene, and friendly people, St. John's has a lot to offer. But even this charming city isn't immune to the challenges facing many urban centers today, namely, the rising cost of living. In recent years, St. John's has experienced a significant increase in the cost of living, driven by factors such as rising housing costs, increasing food prices, and higher transportation costs. This has put a strain on many residents, particularly those with families and those living on fixed incomes. The rising cost of housing is a particular concern. As more people move to the city, driven by job opportunities in sectors like energy and technology, the demand for housing has outstripped supply, leading to a surge in both rental and homeownership costs. This has made it increasingly difficult for many residents to make ends meet. Families are being priced out of their neighborhoods, young people are struggling to afford their first homes, and seniors are finding it harder to maintain their quality of life on fixed incomes. Our final stop takes us to Timmins, Ontario, a city in northeastern Ontario. Timmins has a long and proud history as a mining town, but in recent decades it's faced its share of challenges, including mine closures, job losses, and a declining population. What's particularly concerning about Timmins is that entire neighborhoods are being abandoned as people leave the city in search of better opportunities. Houses stand empty, businesses have boarded up their windows, and a sense of despair hangs over some parts of the city. The decline of the mining industry, which was once the backbone of the local economy, has left a void that's been difficult to fill. While there are efforts underway to diversify the economy, attract new industries, and revitalize the downtown core, it's an uphill battle. So there you have it, 10 Canadian cities facing some pretty tough challenges. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of these issues, but the most important thing is that we're having this conversation. Awareness is the first step towards finding solutions. We need to shine a light on these struggling cities, understand the root causes of their decline, and work together to create a brighter future for everyone. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button and share it with your friends. Let's get people talking about these issues and exploring ways we can make a difference. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos where we'll delve deeper into these issues and explore potential solutions.